This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi there, I'm Kaylee O'Kelly with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Virtual-only schooling has dropped by 10% since the pandemic started. It's according to new data compiled by Burbio. President Joe Biden has said that he wants schools to reopen by his 100th day in office, which is April 30th. It's likely that will not, or I should say it's likely that will happen, but not necessarily at full capacity. Many schools are limiting how many students are in class or how much time they spend on campus. So what impact will virtual learning have on kids? A researcher with the University of Arizona is weighing in on this.
The biggest concerns I have is the social and emotional effects of the pandemic on children. We have some children that are experiencing anxiety that maybe didn't have it before. We had some kids that are experiencing depression that didn't have that before, or at least it wasn't exhibiting.
Well, that's Rebecca Hartzell. She directs the university's graduate program in applied behavioral analysis, and she recommends making a new learning plan with your child alongside their teacher. And keep in mind, no two kids are alike and may transition at different speeds, and all of it's just okay. Well, will students be required to get a vaccine? UA Arizona President Dr. Robert Robbins says he favors mandating it not only for COVID-19 but for the flu too. But a decision has not been made. The school remains in stage 3, allowing up to 100 students in the classroom. Well, if you need to book an appointment for a vaccine, there are plenty of options now available. Health officials say about 30,000 appointments were still open Monday. The slots are at the 8 state-run sites, and you can find and book appointments at podvaccine.azdhs.gov. The CDC is recommending that people who experience new symptoms after getting the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine get medical treatment immediately. Now, these symptoms would include headache, backache, neurological symptoms, stomach pain, shortness of breath, leg swelling, and bruising. Now, the vaccine distribution does remain on pause because of those blood clots found among 6 patients. But the continued pause of the J&J vaccine is continuing to have a devastating effect for one of our most vulnerable populations. People who are medically homebound are now being alerted by Maricopa County health officials that their shots are on hold because of the pause. The program started vaccinating people at the end of March.
The idea that I can just sit here and have someone come to my house and unintentionally give me a virus that I could have avoided with just a simple inoculation before that, it just bothers me.
More than 450 people signed up for the vaccine in Maricopa County and are now waiting for more answers. The county says that they will reschedule them as soon as they get guidance on the J&J vaccine from the CDC. And officials with the FDA, the CDC, and the federal government are expected to meet this week to talk about the future of the J&J vaccine. Well, today is 4/20, the unofficial holiday for marijuana, and the first one since Arizona legalized it for recreational use. So how has this impacted Arizona?
Since recreational sales have started, we've looked to add hundreds more jobs across the state of Arizona. The bulk of what we add, though, is at the retail level, at the cultivation level, and the manufacturing jobs.
So right now, sale projections have not been confirmed since the law passed, but reported projects are showing that recreational marijuana sales could hit more than $40 billion, these projections, $40 billion across the U.S. by 2025. Meantime, more marijuana shops could be opening. The state holding a lottery to award 13 coveted licenses to almost 400 applicants who paid that whopping $25,000 app fee just to get their hat in the ring. All of these new pot shops will be located in rural counties that have no dispensaries. They are so coveted, the industry telling insiders here at ABC 15 that some lucky lottery winners will be ready to sell the licenses that they just won for a hefty price.
Many people are predicting somewhere between 7 and 12 million, depending on the size of the small town that the license is in. The urban core licenses are transferring hands now for $17 to $20 million.
And while the state designated the lottery system to be transparent and fair, some critics feel it's flawed. And the high app fees means only those with big bank accounts have the opportunity to get their foot into the booming industry.
Happy Tuesday, I'm Megan Thompson, tracking your most accurate forecast and the changes moving in. Here's what you can expect for those temperatures in your valley planner. The 70s by 9 a.m., the 80s right around 11 a.m., and then we start to see those 90s right around 1 p.m. 93 is the high that we're looking at today. A little bit breezy, about 5 to 10 miles per hour here in the valley and above average for this time of year. Around the state, 68 in Show Low and Heber for a high, 86 in Safford, 81 for you in Globe. The 70s along the rim, 66 in Flagstaff, 83 in Kingman, and 94